Okay, let's get started here with the pilot episode, and it starts off really well. Okay, well, first of all, let me explain. A lot of people know the Breaking Bad. I'm going to explain what it's about. Bryan Cranston plays Walter White. Walter White is a high school chemistry teacher who is diagnosed with inoperable lung cancer. Basically saying that he is going to die. In order to provide for his family, he decides to cook, manufacture, and distribute crystal meth. And and that's the whole thing of what's called Breaking Bad, because crystal methamphetamines is an illegal narcotic. He has a partner, which is a former student of his, and he does this whole thing throughout the entire series. Now, the first episode, it shows him driving an RV with his partner. He's wearing nothing but his underwear, and he's got a gas mask on, and so does his partner. But in the back of the RV is a couple of bodies. At this point, we don't know whether they're dead or not. He runs the thing into a ditch. He comes out. You hear sirens wailing, and he all of a sudden just pulls out a gun and starts, holding it, and pointing it towards where the sirens are coming from. And that says. Then we cut to it 3 weeks earlier. What leads up this part of the episode leads up to it. We learn that Walter White is he's a high school chemistry teacher, and he also works part-time at a car wash. He finds out that he's got inoperable lung cancer, and with chemotherapy he will basically last maybe I think he said 2 years. I'm not really too sure. I can't remember that too well because it's been a couple of days, and I'm right now just ending. I'm right now as of the recording of this video. I'm on episode 7. I'm at the end of episode 7, which is the 7th episode of the first season, which is the last one of the first season. And well, I'm going down the list. Going down the line of the episodes, but right now I'm at the end of episode 7. But anyway, he finds out that he's got not terminal. Why do I say? Why do I keep saying terminal? Inoperable lung cancer. And he finds out through his brother-in-law that his brother-in-law is a police narcotics DEA officer for the Albuquerque Police Department. By the way, the show takes place in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He finds out that through his brother-in-law that he can actually that the drug business is a very, very lucrative business. The drug selling business. I'm trying to see if I can get some better light. Well, that kind of worked, but some better. Okay, there we go. Okay, I can see me better because I got some brighter screen here. Anyway, he finds out through his brother-in-law, who, like I said, that his own drug bust, he showed that all the money that he was making, and his brother-in-law offers him to go on a ride-along. they go to one of Albuquerque's uh, drug dealers, a person by the name of Captain Cook. Captain is like spelled like Captain Crunch. They bust the guy. They bust a guy in there whose name is Emilio Koyama. Half Hispanic, half Japanese. Now I remember the name because Emilio is, of course, a name of an actor, Emilio Estevez, and Koyama because it's the last name of one of the people that goes to the church I work out on Sundays. Her it's Tazika's son. It's also a maiden name of her daughters, Lily and the late Julie. Julie recently passed away. But anyway, back on the story. They bust the guy. Sorry, to think here. While they're busting the guy, Walter stays in the car. He sees his partner Jesse Pinkman crawling out of someone's window because he went while his friend Emilio was doing the stuff for the drugs. He was across the street banging some chick across the street. Sorry about that. Well, like I said, he was banging some girl across the street, some lady. He sees him take off in a car. He goes to the guy's house and says, he does the whole, I saw you, blah, 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 I'm not going to turn you in, but I want to do this. Now, he cooks up a batch of crystal meth, and Jesse takes it to his distributor, which is a guy by the name of Crazy Eights. And Emilio was there because Emilio got sprung. We later find out that Emilio was actually Walter's brother-in-law's snitch. He gives him the crystal meth that Walter produced, and the guy says this stuff is, and after he sells it, he says this stuff is like pure, really good shit. I think those words exactly. This is really good stuff, really good shit, and supposedly this crystal meth that Walter makes is like the purest that anyone could ever touch, that anyone could ever have. I don't know. I don't do drugs myself, so. Now, after Emilio, after they kind of they fuck Jesse up, okay, and they go to where Jesse says that he makes Walter makes the stuff. They have him at gunpoint, show him how he made the stuff. Well, he does it by instead of doing that, instead of making the stuff, puts this compound. I don't know the name of it exactly. I think it was phosphate of some kind of phosphate of some sort. But he puts it into the mix, and the stuff that he made, the chemical reaction with water and heat makes it explode. And it also fucks up the insides of whoever inhales it. He takes a deep breath. He breathes in. The other two are fucked up. Matter of fact, it fucks up Crazy Eight is pretty fucked up, but it fucked up Emilio so bad it killed him. He's dead. He's gone. Okay. Now, sorry, there's a couple of guys going to walk another way here. They're probably going to their car, so it's okay. Well, cut to the part where we see from the beginning. He's got the gun pointed, and actually the sirens are not police, but they're fire department. Because when while they were doing the cooking, Emilio flicked a cigarette out onto the outside of it, and it was actually dry brush. And dry brush with any kind of like a lit cigarette goes up like that. So they were putting out a brush fire. Well, what's his name? Walter and the kid. Emilio is done. They flip a coin to figure out what they're going to do with the body, and figure out what they're going to do with Crazy Eights and Emilio. I think that's the end of the episode. I'm not too sure. Like I said, it's kind of hard to remember because I'm trying to piece it all together. So yeah, that's it for the pilot episode. I'll see you in the next one.